from West Nile and is here on a spy mission to check how Acholi sub-region is receiving President Museveni. Because Lango did very well, West Nile did very well, and Acholi, you are doing well. Amuru, you are doing well. Amuru ye! Amuru ye! Lutua, Tin Wanukelo Boru, presidential candidate me NRM, Dok President me Uganda, Wanukelo President Museveni, Bien Party me NRM, Bien Unluak me Amuru, Bien no Chwak Jo, Ame Chwako, Party me NRM Amuru, Unungeo Kwen Mawano Yaye, Unungeo Kwen Nawano Tiye, Unungeo Kwen Namewano Midwariye, Dano me about you kede, make one you white when a tech, can no could pay yekin gang, take a white kare, Amedon could yekin gang, and a year President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni me NRM. President Museveni oye, Amuru oye, Manu dana melo about you kede, Oti you kede make a look kuch, ikin gang, Oti you kede make a look kuch, Amuru. Make a lokuch, Acholi, make a lokuch, Tumarame Uganda, make a lokuch, Uganda. Monugina Machella Piratek, Ameina Bolquir, me Amoro, Mirin in me Boloquir, Aite Boli President Museveni, Kerejoa Metia Mako Bendera me NRM, Queer. Boy Namario me Piratek, Eno Berodano, Ameo Kelo Don Lovapola Popat. Mayor Dick. And obey the president, he has made history as the first president in the history of Uganda since independence in 1962 for introducing wealth creation activities within the community. Domi wano binu boru me kobi uluag me amoro ni come January 2026 only vote for President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni oye, Amuru oye, wano miduni parime NRM, golu udilu maber, kita wuru unu neno Arsenal lo kero dilugi, kita wuru unu neno Manchester United ugo kere Liverpool, wano miduni President Museveni lo loj kumeno, jor tiengeo ni team man you biru timu bal, mekwa nyu manager tech, Ame oluoni Ferguson, iyonge kwanyo Ferguson baldon kikenti man you. Omi wano loka omito, ba woro wa go Liverpool, riok ya chel, wangiriak. Wanjo me NRM, wano ye ni Ferguson me NRM. Obedo President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, one peoloko. Because he is the winning manager like Ferguson when he was manager of Manchester United. Domi one peologe, one okele boru, meneno ni idwema chiel, kadong NRM celebrating udilo. Aberu kita woro, unu neno woro kere. Jame ya dong una morokan, ugo dilo, Museveni logo. Tu borwa leptong, ugo dilo, Museveni logo. West Nile, ugo dilo, Museveni logo. Ameka anado ati studio adwogudo adwogime yera Amoro tikero dilo adiro titi yana moro Amoro tia moyo Richard Todwong gama dilo ko tiana moro Richard Todwong gama dilo tiana moro Richard Todwong tia moyo Dennis Samson Obua Todwong miyo ko bo Dennis Samson Obua Obua tia moyo ko na Museveni tiye Obua deho jo uleho jo nyingo Obua wono wano ngiyo mono nyinga dilo omiyo doke pass ko bon Museveni do gama dilo ko golo na majel Museveni matuko oh mono coach Amuru ye! Your Excellency, the people of Amuru have agreed that they are not going to make any change. You are like Sir Alex Ferguson, the former manager of Manchester United. When Alex Ferguson was removed from Manchester United, that team entered into trouble. We now win as and when we want to win. Like yesterday, I was telling them, we beat Liverpool. That is Manchester United. But we have agreed that we are not changing you. You are our hope. You are our winner, you are our goal scorer, and they've agreed that come January 2021, President Yoweri Museveni will score the winning goal and will beat all the other 7 presidential candidates. Amuru oye! Ting dongi na yellow malo, tingi na yellow malo, na chong luonga duong. Tingi na yellow malo, wir. Your Excellency, may I now take this opportunity to invite you to deliver your message to the people of Amuru. Amuru uting yellow malo, amido neno malo donka yellow. Yellow. Amuru yellow. Museveni yellow. Acholi yellow. Tumalome Uganda yellow. Wanduchu yellow. Obami ugum akomo manpi obana kerelomana.
Apoyo beping. Kopango Luakme Amuru.
Luakme Amuru Kopango.
The Vice Chairperson NRM Northern Uganda.
Narmalobo ko NRM ko Marma Uganda.
The Secretary General.
Secretary General Latito Adwong Richard.
The other leaders.
Lotera Mukene Weng Magitikan.
And all the people of Amuru.
Idaro Duju Ma Amuru District.
I am here to present to you part of the manifesto of the NRM.
Abiru Botruya Amuru Mete Rochike pa NRM ngo magamente pa NRM betemo magabich matianyim.
There is a big manifesto, but the NRM teams will come up to the parish conference with your village leaders and give them copies of that manifesto.
Teme ma tema e magabich mabino tie madit mada ento abe minu wiye ento kumemo kenani jo marotela menarem matino tena ni owe Paris gibe minigi wekukeliwu wetedero.
In that manifesto, the NRM has contributed 7 points to Uganda. You will see it in the manifesto.
Jemi matimani tie jemi madong NRM timogi ikarmo karangech matie bene kora ke kora.
But here today, I will speak about 4 of them.
Ini abe logo kom jema ngwen keken e kom jemi ma tie manifesto me NRM.
The first contribution of the NRM to Uganda, as you can see, is peace.
Jemi ma chaki mapirate magamente me NRM timi Uganda ene log mekelo kuch kita unbero neno ki wangu.
Uganda has not been with peace in the last 500 years.
Aramo magamia bich kolomo karangech ono Uganda pe kikuch no kuch pe ye.
Some people think that Uganda started existing after the British came.
Domo kene tamani Uganda chakaberutie karma muni utara me British ki o Uganda.
That is not correct.
Eno ni pelok mada.
We have been here for a very long time.
Wando wari wilobokan Uganda dori.
And at one time, between 900 AD and 1400, we were under a dynasty of the Bachwezi in a big part of Uganda.
Ekarmo karangech mano bene rito twal ono tie jo moma ke lo Uganda ba ke luonge ne Bachwezi. O kere we maga maroma alu para bis 00.
between 900 and 1400.
Kinuri chake magali bapawi abungwen 00 o wayapawi angwen.
At that time there was peace. At that time there was peace. You live with them, you talk.
Ekareano no kuch petie matutotwal.
But when the Bachwezi dynasty collapsed, the successor kingdoms of Bunyoro, Buganda, Ankole, Rwanda, the ones in Tanzania.
Ento karema kingdom ginyo ke yuto luenyo dogo mapol tutwale Uganda kabir mapapat weng.
Now that fighting went on until the British came and captured them.
Luenyo no mede ni o kamuni utaro bino kadogo kwanyo tuero melo Uganda.
Then the British brought their own wars.
Kareno gindo kero chikma meki kadongu kere wiwai lobo Uganda.
The war with Kabarega, the cattle rustlers in Karamoja.
Yongeeno luendo chake mapol bor Kabalega gi nedok pa bor Karamojong luendo chako binu mapol Uganda bedoge.
Then after independence, there were new wars now.
Yonge Uganda uno loken.
The war between Mutesa and Obote in 1966.
Luenyo chake ekom kabaka Mutesa ki obore e magali wachel ke mia bungwen ke pierre bichel wa bichel.
The Idi Amin wars 1971 to 79.
Luenyo ke no chake ma Idi Amin dada yo kelo maga pierre berwe achel ni o pierre berwe abungwen luendo ko ber mateke Uganda.
The war between NRM and the UPC 1981 to 86.
When Moken or Chake in NRM, K UPC, Ugekwe Pierabunga and Wabichian.
And the war, even when NRM took over, there were wars as you saw here, COIN, ADF, and all those groups.
A young Equanagamente pa NRM, Luen Docometa Mera, Luen pa COIN, Luen pa Alice Laquena, UPDA, Kemokan and Weng, Docometa Mera.
And the cattle rustlers in Karamoja.
You don't look man by Yagodian, Maberkatime, Karamoja, or Kotika Mede.
However, by 2007, the NRM had defeated all these groups.
Magalibario, Keabiro, no NRM, no Tiago Polueno, Weng, me Uganda.
And brought peace.
Enemy Kuch, no Chago Bertie, Kuja Chago Bino Bolua, me Uganda.
And the reason we did it was not accidental.
Peoti many piatura oberojemi ma yupa yubane kuchu mirobiete Uganda.
We oppose sectarianism of tribe and religion.
Wakwero loya chonya, loj mageter dana yo marach, kunoge tiu kilok medini.
We oppose the discrimination of women.
Wakwero lok mago ma poka kin mon kicho, ne umirbepe Uganda.
We oppose the marginalization of the youth.
Waneno ni bulu bene, mirgi wogi Uganda. Wakelo giber kamaleng.
So that's how, by uniting all these people, we have been able to do two things.
Piribu jori enyo weng manero no kitiuki. Umino wakero mi watimu jemario mapirtek Uganda.
First of all, unite the politics.
Me achel meribodano en lok meloj lobo.
Have a national political party.
Mena ne watigi party mano guru widano weng me Uganda labo poka medini ke poka mukene weng.
That can win on the first round.
Abene loyo kui iye machel.
Then also we have been able to create united national institutions like the army, the police, the judiciary, the civil service, the prisons, etc., which are national. Chalo
police, chalo prison, go ber jo mano ke gwo kuch da ke par pe Uganda ko maloro la bo poka medini mekaka.
These are the ones, together with the people, who brought peace in the country.
En Germany ego ne weng ma ober ka timone ene okelo kuch o mi odaunti ka no kuch in Uganda.
So this is point number 1 in the manifesto of the NRM, contribution of the NRM to Uganda, kuch.
Eno ni tie kin jemi ma NRM government temo ma per te Uganda ene kelu kuch in Uganda e kwa padano wek dano beragonya.
But the second contribution is what you call in our language here, Donglobo.
Mario kitabunu lu kere lewa chuli ni Donglobo.
Donglobo has 2 parts.
Donglobo yeti ario. Donglobo yeti ario.
There is economic infrastructure and social infrastructure.
Ye jemi mukene makonyo weko chiling do bini jeba kiti jemi mukene makonyo weko kwa padano bero yot.
In the economic infrastructure, you have got roads, electricity, piped water, the railway, the telephones, etc. Those are part of economic infrastructure.
Jemi makitimu mekelo biya chara ching dano tie ye guri tie ye phone chim melok tie ye jemi mapol makelo don lobo makelo chilling ching dano.
In the social infrastructure, you have got hospitals and schools.
E jem mami kwa padao dogo yot tie lokme yot kom oriyari ka chel ki chukul mekwan.
On the issue of both economic infrastructure and social infrastructure, you heard what the chairman was saying.
E lokme don lobo mandruba kekin makelo chene jeba padano ki maweko kwa padano bero yot uru winyi itu ngoma NRM chairman ma Amuru wajo.
The tarmac road, you have seen it, Guru Atiak, all the way to Bibia, all the way to Ajumani.
Oneno yo mela magamente ma NRM yobo ma aki gulu cherowe South Sudan mukene cherowe Ajumani yo no tie lam mabe.
You have seen the one from Orio, Anaka, Kochigoma, Guru, Pitugum, Musingo.
Oneno yo magili elam maake anaga binu gulu cherwa kitgum tie lam magili yo.
You have seen Karuma all the way to West Nile.
Oneno yo maake Karuma cherwa e West Nile mano ye tie lam magiyobo.
And the roads you are talking about now, they are in our plans. The one from Paboia to Amuru to Rhino Camp.
Iyo mukene madong watika mirneke yub ke manyen ma ke awe cherwa Rhino Camp.
There is also my road from Guru to Yoweri to side there of Lachikoko on that side.
Debena yo mamirke yub ma ke gulu cherwa yo moroto kadong cherwa Yoweri cherwa Lachikoko.
There is even the road from Kitugum to Pajimu to the bridge here. What do you call the bridge? Apieta. To Apieta, to Atiak.
Ibere yo maaki kitgum ngola ke Apieta chibinu wa Atiak Town Council.
Through Palabek.
Kun woro ke Palabek.
I know those roads more than you.
Angeo yo ne lawa wun angeo mabe mada.
Because I use them when we are just sleeping in your houses.
No idea what yo ne no weng mekelo kuch. But
in January 1973, I rode on the road from Guru to Yoweri.
Dwe ma chel magali ba chel ke mi abungwen Pierre Berwe adek ene wor ke yo ma ake gulu cherwa were wor ke yo ene ketiana.
When I was going to meet my Kronosa groups, those children who are here, those are children of my comrades.
Pauno etika ruate ki family nyojo ma ai ori pa jo me Fronasa jo ma ke bera yelle ket ke pe lok me kuch e Uganda.
So, but what I ask all of you NRM supporters, the issue of prioritization.
Dok ma pera tek ba mera pengi botu da mera waj botu wundo ma chago NRM. Ene lokman me privatization nyo me kwanyo tij mo kene dwoko ne bot wun kachel.
There's a mistake of trying to do two at the same time.
Tije mo kene ma mero watim wan tuju pe mer ge wek bot gamente ke ken.
And then when you do that, you pour raw.
Tao berka lego jimi ma pol tu twal ni ke tim tuju chi pora beru nok weko penen.
You scatter money everywhere.
Ene mio chilling poke kama nok. Mio gin ma chilling temo penen.
You put manok so many places.
Okero manok kama pol. Mio don koti penen ke kum chilling manok kero.
We the guerrillas believe in a chair, not.
En macharo dano ma bere lwenye room. Elum ene mirni kay chako temo jema chel ko temo ko mabe tum kada chere mo kana peki pora.
You have had some, for instance, we have been hearing teachers striking for salaries.
Angene ka chochoko ber ka winyo lufonye gitiga jemo pe lok me chol ma meggi.
But we are struggling with the Babo Amuru Rhino Camp Road.
Uno wano tika yele benane yo ma kia we chero Rhino Camp mirge yube.
And we have all these other roads which we want to do.
Iyo mo kena ma pol ma berka kwano ne ma mirge timge giti ye wa go bet ma bejo.
And then we say, please, let's do this first. Then we shall come to the salaries.
Adongane lego ni ko ku manok we kongi timje mo kena ni no jo mo kena mirge pora ke tim mo ko jem ma pol la wa chen.
Then somebody says, no, if you don't pay me now, I strike.
Ufonye no tika jamane kape mere mo chara chawane wando wa jema go don wa degi pon.
This is what makes planning very difficult.
Ene mi okin me go plan me tich beru tek pien mir ke tim jeme ka chel ka tumma be kai ko be ko mokenne.
But if we agree that, for instance, a road is more important than many, first of all, Kuch, but secondly, the road. Either Maram or Tamak.
Kakon wa ye wuru la wa chel ni wa chako ki lok me kuch ka kujo tum mario wa dogo lok kum yo magelio lam ki mo kena ma yonye lam ti mana period
Because the road serves all of us.
yen yo down wing to you.
The one who is working for the government and the many who are not working for the government, but they are doing their own things.
Down Matiu Pigamente.
First contribution of NRM to Uganda is Kuch. The second is Donglobo, as you have seen.
Achel mapira tek gin ma NRM keri Uganda ma achel ene kuch kama rio Donglobo ma uru tika nana ki wangu.
And one leads to the other.
To lobo ke itima chel en me timone mi mukena manyime timone dogo yot.
For instance, we have
Madano wen tigi leo me kupe.
I have seen some Acholi young people selling malukwang on the way. They have telephones.
No ne jomo kena nong charwa bala kwang gitiu gichim nong me charne.
They have telephones.
Dong gitiu gichim. Jomo charwa bala kwang we.
How did we solve this?
Watia ko pero enining.
We didn't use government money.
Pe watiu gichiling pagamente beti mone.
We solved it by ensuring peace. Coach is the one now which gave us telephones.
Gina wate mapera te wakelo kuch. Kar makuju dugudong. Joma polo bino katemo bia chara. Ena miyo chim doja.
And the clever policy of saying, let the government concentrate on some things and others can be done by the private sector. Others can be done by the private sector.
Government kemegi doctrine mukene ento lobia chara mukene kemegi doctrine mukene mawen kelo don lobo ekomlwa.
So this is on the economic infrastructure.
Ene yo mekelo chiling jeba padano.
And the social infrastructure you have had the schools, the health centers, how many we have covered and how many we are going to cover in the next government.
Mukena ma obero wajibu kanyi ma part ke lok mekelo chili jeba ma yobo kwa padano ene lok me ori yadi ki school ma wunu winyu ki itu bene jima pol mukena mo bete muge.
And the social action has succeeded in many areas. For instance, immunization has done very well. When we gave Iraq County a member of parliament, I remember the population was 16,000. Ono well done Amuru tie aliwa pa we are bichel geken ento manong tie ale miario ke piera when we are bear kolo. I remember one of our ministers, Sam Njuba, complaining, how can you give Clark member of parliament with 16,000 people, then Bukoto in Masaka, also one member of parliament with 360,000 people. Ekar magimio ke Lak district ngat mo mano TMP maglun ni Sam Zuba oda mada ne pingo ke mio ke Lak constituency kamatie ke weldano aliwapa we abichel ke ken ento Bukoto matiki masaka tiki dana alimia de kolo bene bergi constituency achel eruni ano wayeno no petika kare. But here now you can see the effect of immunization. Mano nero ki wangu Kid mana remo kele lok ma gwera kita dong well down tiga dong mabe piento kita chori dong peke. But we still have the problem of the stealing of government drugs in government health centers. Purba tigi pego matie ere lok mekwalo yat ki ori yeri pagamente kuo fotie la mal. But we are going to solve it with computers and also network of monitors, including some cadres I want to appoint specifically for that. Enri lok mo betum mago government of betiu ye wabechimo dano maneno nege lobo ko jo man magetika kwalo yat e ori yeri pagamente wek jemni eno joke bechimo ge joneno betiu tin matek. If the religious leaders can give me some holy people, I can put one per health center. Ajo man madini gitwero miyo dano magenne dano maruot la chwejo donye chwingi twero chimo dano magenne maruot la chwejo donye chwingi we gine yo konywa menene kuo odyaro gik. And they are not many. The health center threes are 1,400 something. Health center ma dek ti ali bachel ke mi angwen ke mo ke ken pedok duong to twal lubu ko yati ene petwer lowa And that's where the problem is. If we solve that, then the rest we can.
Ene kama pego tie ma pere tek. Yeri ke kwala go. Ke nene watie go pego ne ori yaro betiu ma bela bo ayela.
Now, the other issue is education.
Lok mo ken ma pere tek lok me ponye.
I have been telling you provide free education in government schools since 1996.
Dake ma piar mo no bichel e yele ke kero duju menerne ori kwan nyogan kwan pagamente omier lok me chulo kwano bet pe dano kwan menono UPE USE.
But many people don't listen to my advice.
And I know down my poll, Petika, when you tam my bejo, my enemy with one menono betie schools.
Now, the NRM sometimes uses force, but most of the time we use persuasion, not force.
Paul Carno, NRM chao kenagitiyu ki yo megero, and o cha mo kenadong ilogo lok ma bero paying ka por lok.
So in this case, I decided to use persuasion.
And lokman me kwan lo mugo, pole ber ka yele menerne ki bero paying ka ke por lok apora meneno tiyu mabe.
With the schools, I am there, president, then there is parliament, then there are DEOs in the districts, then there are head teachers, then there are PTA, then there is foundation body. There are so many people there whom I need to persuade.
And the Jomo Mire look quite good dog Paul to 12, Chake Command, Oi com Parliament, Oi com DOG, Oi com PTA, Kono foundation body, Kono head teachers. John and dog Paul Matwetoer, Momir Berka Birga Biramen look quite gay.
So I said, there is one area where I'm alone, where I can act alone. Nobody questions me. Once I act, I finish. I don't have to persuade this one, persuade the other one.
Omeata monete area mo, ma ene loyo. Ma permite no mire bid ngarma bira kagetem gin kin ma ene mirne.
So this is State House. That one is under me. You voted for me and is under my control.
Ene State House. Wuna yo mi na kui. Omi ene tigi 12 of State House. Kenyo ngat ma lawyer ye peke. Ene lawyer.
I used it to start skilling hubs.
Ene mi otiu ki State House mecharo logman metiching mano president ayo yabo.
One per zone.
E kabero maromo zone na chela yabo center za chela choli lango kwere kumeno.
I think the one here is near Aswa. There are some there.
Matikanye tie gulu kilono ding skilling center.
So let's see. First of all, are there graduates of that skilling hub who are here? Put up your hand.
Mama go kwane yo ding skilling center makitikanye kongo chwal chingi malo.
Okay, if you are there, come forward here. If you are there.
Tike no karanyi nge kwane yo ding skilling center.
But let us see.
Let
us see whether the screen can show us.
My name is Ayera Sande. Amuru district. I come from Amuru district. I've been I came to this.
Let him speak, you will translate later.
Of church in this presidential industrial actually zone.
Primary P5, P5.
I studied my primary school. I stopped or I dropped out in primary 5.
Welding.
I came here, I joined unknown skills under welding department. I studied here for 6 months. I joined here in 2024
Nini piare o yare o.
on the 22nd.
Ta fo la dillo matek mu wa kwan minor.
I really thank the president.
Icha na ti yele giti ta temana ngeng ma gemena school I dance all up actually.
For now, I am now doing my own work from these annual skills which I have achieved from this presidential industrial. Before joining here, I dropped out when my parents could not pay me. But now, as I talk, I have testimony. I'm now sustaining my family and our family. All those, I really appreciate the president for this initiative. It was the eye-opening. That is why for now I'm having skills. But now, real mobilize for the president to make sure that he stood as someone who is highly respected and content of honor. But now I really appreciate the president so much for the effort he is making in skilling the youth across the country.
Let's see what they are producing, the products. Okay, let's hear this one.
Your Excellency, I have
one boy and one girl. Speak in the local language, then they will summarize.
By the name Okelo Vincent.
Speak up.
Person President Solsako for Amuru district. I'm a resident of Lamugi sub-county.
Speak in the local language.
Okay. Wa local actually. Ana fuyo matek total. Nya Okelo Vincent. Ati won kom palotino magono fonye metiching iodin mati yo nyama igulu district. Kuno gitie kikoses maromo abero ma chiel ene yobo wa mana kwano ka neno wa marugune mano wa mana ya yobo ikine kikwani ye wa nyonyo ake neno pino mapol go chiero go kwano watieki cosmi gedo Abdama Paul chiero ge kwano gidu giti jatima watieki yobo bow onyo yobo mecha mabejo kikitana anyway kikwano ki presidential industrial up actually zonal watiki kedo mugati bege kwano kuno kedo wich bedi kuno watiki kwoyobo beneti kuno ichawani enimalone President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, umini wa million Pierre Beach, ni wa yabro yekikwawa, wana foya mateka lida, Between my enemy and Anna Foyer, Wom, Maruba, Uguakila Dirune, Ubami Pole and Anna Foyer Mate.
What is he saying?
Your Excellency, this one is Okelo Vincent, and is a chairperson of all those who were trained in the skilling center in Gulu, and they come from Amuru district. For him, he studied shoemaking, and he showed to us how good the shoes he's putting on.
Yes.
He made it himself. He counted the 7 areas where they study in that school, and that includes welding, saloon, construction, carpenter, baking, and tailoring and shoemaking. And he said right now you've given 50 million as seed capital for those who are trained from the center. And he said, may the Almighty God protect you. His life has been made better than it was before.
Thank you. Now, Lakwara.
Kong mukwa metaphor ruor luba la chue mukwa wan weng wa kubeditane watima kwa pien joma pol gitima peginero chama chaluman an ga metaphor la dir lobo ki wan join weng ya ki luone a for ruor Florent Kelly mulare ana kwano president sol of Matigulu Ono akwano air dressing. Go to down why you need mirror now sampling. Air dressing, pay Timmy we, piano we get any pay ramoke to ne. And a mirror for la dear low begin mutemo. Welcome very tiny. One at Jemu lake. Kima chirke gankwan kunu. Taginero. Kima ticket chawani. No one at Timu lake. Chela dir lobo, lo ba meti gum, where mete gitelo wa. Oh, naga, where near no endo yer.
Okay, Apoyo.
Yeah, dwago for bobu, lunyoruna, moti kinwa. A metene, uye, where lo ba kwan la dir, un well me iraqui, begin my bay, my auntie timune, where mete gitelo wa. Ah, for
Apoyo. I can guess what she's saying, that she did hairdressing, but my hair does not need any hairdressing.
Your Excellency, a good thing is you listen to Luo very well. But she says her name is Apoya Road, and she's SFD. She did her dressing. She said that it is impossible for her to show a sample of her work because you cannot do your own hair. So she cannot show it now. But she said her life has really improved. If you look at her, the way she went for the training and how she looks now, it is totally different. And she said people should give you total support and say the Almighty God should add you more years until appropriate time that the Almighty might decide.
Thank you.
And she campaigned for you. She has become your campaign manager.
Okay, Apoyo. Now, go and sit, young people. Now, here we have got 3 points.
Ekom Lokman, Kai Winyumot,
Number 1, the children had dropped out of school. These children had dropped out of school. All of them. Because of school fees. Because of that, they were in the dustbin of the society.
School fees,
Nobody caring about them.
Nan mama no par pigi pe, piano lo nyoro kidong, kero me cholo kwan bene pe.
But second point, I provided free education for them, just for 6 months.
Dok Mario mapira tek, Johnny eni magi kwanya ki machere school ka kwan, pedwe abichel, go kwano labon cholo gin mo ken, e gang kwan mageno kwan.
And in no time, people who were forgotten are now very useful.
Ade neno ki wai, dano mano ki chae pigyo ki tamni kongi pe, doi chawane kongo dokotie ki tika timo jim mapira tek.
They are making products which you people, you were importing from China, from Dubai, from Italy, shoes, chairs, what they are making them here in Unyama.
Gine dong tika yubu jimi manene uno gamu ki loma wako. Ochero gamu ki China, mukene wa Japan, mukene wa Dubai, mandong ki tia yubu neke kan ya choli ya Unyama.
So I feel very annoyed when I hear these children talking like this. They say, when my parents died, then that was my end. Now the question is, if your parents died, did Uganda die? Why doesn't Uganda come in and inherit the orphans? This is why I introduced free education in 1996. I was aware of this education system of the few because I had gone through it. In 1958, when we left Ntungamo after P6, we were just a few of us, like 4 or 5 in the whole area. Emaga piara bijwe aboro karme agin tungamo gin mano ke kwan no gino no ginok mapelare. Kategaya myself and 2 others. Finish. No gin maroma biteken. Kategaya en ke jomo ken gin maroma biteken. I don't like that system. Education for the few. I want education for everybody. Emiro ko lok makwan pe joma no. Emiro dan miro kwan lumugu dan we obekinge jar mo kwan. Whether you have parents, you don't have parents, but you are a human being, you should be educated. The state should educate you. So in the coming government, please, I want you to agree. I have now proved to you before God that it can be done. In heaven, something has already been ticked for me. Uno nangi wangu nyuto ko ni kiwilo woni karatimme ni lutino tero kwan nono ke tien lokene tawne wa polo ben ro bangwer wiye kenyo e gamende manyen e mirne kwan lumugo mirbet kwan lumugo meda. So when I go to see God, I would say, Almighty, I did everything possible. I did what I could, but I was overpowered by other people. Pero karoba luwe kayo botoba karoba penyewela dit ana yele mada akelo kwando mugu eno jomu kere ko berka balane an bala pe ayele bada. So please, let's agree and provide free education in government schools. Ena merwaje ne merdan mo yele mugu mergiti ripching we kwan menono ober kwan menono me ada we primary we senior secondary school. And my system here is more expensive because the schools are few. So when I bring these children, they must stay in the boarding. I must feed them. I must accommodate them. It's more expensive than the UPE, USE, because UPE, USE, the schools are supposed to be day, not boarding, day schools.
Kaya ner momot yung man me kwan malitin ria kwan me nono kwan me teaching wele tek loyo kwan me primary me UPE pieri UPE litin waki gangi doke woro ke tienge ento man me teaching ma ene tiga temuna ne umiere kwan lo tino pe dwe abichel go beri boarding kunu kako tiko kwan kaki dok gangi.
That's why we say there should be a government primary school per parish, government secondary school per sub-county, so the children can walk or cycle from home, study, go back. Sleeping, eating, charm, being sick, these are not educational problems. They can be handled at home.
Paris achel umiero perché primary school sub county achel umiero perché school mesinia wege latin kwan ake gang bo minne ke bod wone ka cher gang kwan lok me cham lok me neno lok me jemo kana me yotkom no lo nyoro twerti ko na ke pajo.
The day schools were designed to provide free education for all affordably.
School man bagi wera ke gange kid ma ke yobo kere wege lo teno kwan me nono wele no petie matek no dano weng twer chulune.
And for Kwan, you need classrooms, you need laboratory, you need library, you need teachers' houses. These are what you need for Kwan.
We Kwan be yot jemne pedwong meta mera or Kwan mero laboratory mero ori parofonya en jemne keken pedok tek to twal Kwan man madan wer ke ganga.
Now dormitories, those are hotels. Those are for tourism and other things.
Dok meka buru ngoge gang Kwan me no mero per mere pelo lempeñ ero pe me Kwan.
Boarding becomes a necessity when the schools are very far.
Boarding tiu perenyo kama dan pura gang Kwan no chukul bo ento ka chukul tie parish ka chukul tie sub county tano ake gangi kake Kwano.
But if the school is near, you go study, come back, Nino, Pacho, Chamu Pacho, get sick Pacho, go to hospital, just in the school, just concentrate on education.
Neka chukul tie choke gai, logman me cham, logme tuo, logmen nino nyoka buru, weng berke gai palo joro, weko Kwan pe berutak.
If you listen to me, it will work.
Kakit mane waje ne wa no tiyo.
Because I have been doing it in my schools near my farms, in Kisozi, and I have been doing it all these years.
Kama tiye ke fame, eber kate mone, tika tij mabe.
So I have taken long on education because of this issue of these children who are dropping out.
Omiero eri ritual log me Kwan, pe log maletino tika ke school ke bero gang la bon Kwan lo ke pe yomo ye omieri log me Kwan ritual.
But otherwise it is all on point number 2 of the NRM Dong Lobo.
Eno ne tie log mario e kom don lobo ma NRM okero.
But now I have got a question. There is a good tarmac road here. At night, you Nino on the tarmac road. You sleep there at night. Because you say there is Dongolobo in my area, there's a tarmac road, so I sleep there.
And one logo, ne yo mabe ti Ariana, Dano, here mabe, pian yo ti mabe, and you don't put it yo.
What is the answer?
La gama tienen.
Court is coming.
Waje court gabino. Daro pore in court po bechwe. Awaje wone court po bechwe.
I will not run away from court.
Wajen pepe rio court.
So, would you sleep on the road because it is Donglobo?
Ima ro buriyo, piene ni don lobo tieche chere buriyo, pieno lam geleo buriyo.
Huh? You sleep where? Kwene?
Your Excellency, people said you sleep at home, not on the road.
Pacho.
Yes.
Apoyo Rubanga. Now, when you go to Pacho in the evening, like now, the Chan, you left in the morning, will be waiting for you. And he will say, Apoyo Bino, we are still here.
Owajene kai burugang, kachantie, kariwa gang kwa peyot, iago.
Tayal West irakaretu agana makuru agaruho kandoruga kuseho ndadana kwa twagatanka nabetsimbere ahantebe yo wa president abwa karuru kabona kakuza kutera umwaka kwija ogwenkumi 2026 nubakigenda omesho no kuronda Obushagiki ombanya Uganda. Elizoba His Excellency General Yoweri Museveni okwatire kibina ekyarwanyisirize bendera ari mu district eya Ajuman hamwe na Amuru kandi Robert Kasibante ari mu district eya Masaka. Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu ari mu district eya Kibale hamwe na Kagadi kandi General Mugisha Mont ari mu district eya Hoima hamwe na district eya Chukube. We Nathan Nandala Mafab al na Kapilipiliti hamwe na Moroto kandi Frank Abulira ari mu district eya Bududa. Elton Joseph Mabirizi ali district ya Chotera kandi okubera agende omesho nza kubukisyaho omakuru gitaga kurataho otireho na mukutu yitu ya Tayal West TV etari emwenemwe. Twazaho omukitongore ky'ebyokwerinda ekya police amakuru agobusasi Commissioner wa police Godfrey Mate yarga omagaragensi akasheshe kerizoba. Ori Inspector General wa police Abasi byakagaba nwe yahamya okumura kwe akasheshe kerizoba kandi ogu aizire nakoraho ombecweka bitari bimwe na bimwe akudumira ihe area police nkom districts ezero mukasese hamwe na ahandi omugenzi Godfrey Mate na manyo munonga omukurinda ebigezo bihanga ebya UNEB. Twarga yoko tukaza aheru yihanga umihanga area Democratic Republic of Congo abhechera ba M23 abatwireni barwana n'amahegi hanga area Congo barga yoko etompoitera government ahabo butata mu kitinisa enyekerezana ibabire bashyireho eyo kugira ngo barekeraho okurwana. Aba nubagirangu no babebikirize ngo barekeraho okurwana beiti heri hanga iriya Kongo rigire kutere bikompora ombicweka ebyampeti bohaya hamwe n'emyanya ejehinguririze bamwe abantu bafa abandu barga omyanya yabo bakunga ekiba kugira ngo babire babasize kubana bikirizana kurekeraho okurumbo iriyo ihe erihanga iriya Kongo tarakaragira yo kubasa kuba naragamba ahanshongeje. Ngotwa twinire omakuru gaitu agaruho agakurenga hogarinde omakuru gaitu agenshonga kurugasha ibintu mpaka 3 zo mwabazyo otereho namwe kutuyite tare mwe nkogwa Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X hamwe n'indijo otarga Atayal West.
Dusk Drive.
Ane lok me dan lobo ki lok me kero lonyo mero mamegi me jebani ento lok me dan lobo ne padan weng.
So this traditional man listened to our message, and you see how rich he is.
La chone yaroni mano timme no tie timma peromo kerlo ni chiene o winyu lok man ber katerne bodluak chimme logo ne chawane o dogla lonyo chiene ti chien.
He's selling 900 liters of milk per day.
Charo chak lita mia bungwen kolo nino kinino charo chak.
The price in that area is low. It is 800 shillings per liter, but he's getting 21 million shillings a month.
Unu wel chak tie chilling mia borge can wel chak pe wel attack. Ento no million piru chele can dwe tikin lim pedong chena ke can.
Which means 250 million in a year.
Yen loga no million mia rio piara bich kolo magachiel. Erne kom lim ke come.
And he's far, very far from the tarmac road.
En bere kamabo, kama en bere ne bere yo lambe ne peye.
Because you heard him saying that he's from the Ngoma area. Ngoma is 70 miles from Ruero town.
Kama en bere gluane Ngoma, 10 mile maromo piara bero koro ke Ruero town. Ma uru ngeo o karge ye ka chor Kampala ne.
So but he is able to understand that even in a remote area you can have lonyo there.
Eno bero kingech karma winyo puony unyang ne keri kama maboa ta mabene yo lampe ye kare no bere bene kelimi kumi ka etiyo mabe.
And because of doing pur manyen as opposed to pur machon, now he has completely changed.
Endo winyo puony o ao ki pu machon o biri pu manyen. Man ki ponya ne omiyedong chilling ti kome ti dong kelim.
He has built a modern house.
O yobodong ate maine ot bari baleng madama berie.
You can see his daughter has gone through university. She's speaking English and she's sponsored privately.
O cholo teru ne dong wa nyira dong ti wa gan kwan. Meke winyo nyaka dong dumule mono.
There is even another man whom I would like you to see from Amuratar.
Kila choa chel ma ka Amuratar. Metamne olo da kopero ne.
Show him to us. The rain is about to go. You are running away from nothing.
Adi President Yoweri korbe choko go pouring.
Let us Okero of Amuratar.
Okello. I'm the team leader of Achwes Agro Farm.
right here in Amolata district, Achi Paris, Krianga village. We started this farm way back in 2016 with a family land, which is about 100 acres. But now we have expanded to a team of 300 to 400 acres. The money that we are using for expanding is not strictly coming from this. I do construction work where I generate my money, and 80% of the money that I save from construction, I bring and inject in the farm. We have goats. Goats were about 530. And cows we are having about 300. Sheep we are having about 280. So with this much kind of land, we are yet ready to do a lot of agro-business. So in beef farming, we are selling live animal. Like for the last 2-3 years, we have been investing so much in expanding the farm. But last year is the year that we experienced a fairly income to the farm. We managed to sell 90 cows, including bulls, which gave us, each we are selling at 2.5. That was about 225 million. As you see these goats, these are Boer goats and Savannah. Majorly in a year, we sell these goats about 200, at a range of 300 to 500, which made us to acquire about 60 million. And if you add the crops department, all this we managed to, after all expenses, we managed to save about 280 million. So
you can hear, this is Okero of Amoratar, very far from Tamak roads. You hear how he's earning.
Winyo mabel kaloke mano kelo ena ake Amolata. Kamatibo mada kiyo magileo lame.
He's earning 280 million shillings per year from those from those products.
Eno chilinga le miario ke piara bolo kolo ke kom diegi man charge.
From the cows, from the goats, from the sheep and all that.
En charo diai en tikapu mekelo loanye chien.
Now, you may say that Okero is an educated man. You may say that Okero is an educated man. Let's see others who have benefited from PDM.
I am Anana Masi. I'm a teller in Olual Trading Center, which is in Laguri village, Ayila Paris, Gorgo sub-county, Amuru district. Before getting PDM, I was at home after my senior 4. After PDM came in, and then I was able to be given 1 million from PDM money. It was the year 2024. I planted groundnuts in August, 3 acres. After harvesting, I was able to realize that 5 bags of groundnut. After selling, I was able to get 2,100,000 shillings. On top of that, I was also able to study tailoring as a course I was having only two showing machines, these two singers showing machines. After selling my G-Nut, I was able to buy the baby locking machine at the cost of 985,000 shillings. Other balance of the money, I was able to procure 2 goats. I bought them at 180, the cost of 90,000 each. This room we are in, I also rent it 40,000 monthly. Some other balance of money I was able to add with my stock at the cost of 500,000. Some other thing I have already used it to support me at home. That is what I have used with the PDM money. Using this baby locking machine, I am able now to get much money in this trading center. I used to lock my clothes up to Bulu City, but right now, the whole of this trading center, I'm the one now doing the locking work here. People are now coming from various trading centers to lock their clothes with my machines here. That is briefly what I have used with the PDM money. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni Kaguta. Myself, I thought I was not going to have any changes in my life, but through this PDM that has been initiated by our President of the Republic of Uganda, I'm now changed. I am happy. I'm even now getting a lot of money, and life is not very difficult on my side. I want to.
So, you have heard the testimony of that girl. She had a difficult life. And she had one sewing machine. But the business was not going well. But when she got the 1 million, she first planted groundnuts and got money from there and bought more sewing machines. But then she also bought goats. And now she has got more business of sewing machines, but also the goats are producing. So here, we are not talking about the okeros, the educated ones, but even these people in the village can change with this little money of PDM. Now, all this time, this is what we have been telling you. From the time of Ntandikwa, NADS, Operational Wealth Creation, now with PDM, Emyoga, all those funds are for you to get out of poverty.
Yele mo chaka wachon itande kwa Emyoga, Operation Wealth Creation, manong PDM, weng menene dano miro akichan, wekchen o verje papadano.
Those who listen to our message, move.
Yo matika winyo lok, magi logo bodgi, magi keretich, kitika meda nyim kwa kitika loke, uru neno ki wangu.
You have had the witness of the ones from the skilling hub.
O winyo bene, la bola ki bot joma kuti kichiling mabe, magu waje kamalenkan.
You have had now this one here.
O winyo ki joma kwano, nando ko winyo bot joma bene po kwano, ngat mabebe no tiki kwan moromo, ento kwa na tia lokai kichiling magitiam.
These are people who started from a very low base.
Emni jomo chako ki piny mada, uchako ki piny totual biya charge.
So therefore, in the coming government, we are going to continue with these programs and expand them.
E government man madong wunu be yere ye de machele, obe mede ki program e ne anyim me PDM, ento bene wa mer wo me dokla mal.
In the parish, we are going to add another 15 million. This time, that one will be for the leaders, the local leaders to borrow from.
I parish genmo betime ke be mero million apara beach bolo tela pen ki nonu tela be dak biro kalaro chili kinwu
Because
we
have not been allowing the leaders to compete for the money, the 100 million of the wananchi.
O merne lo tela mero be ben ke lara e kom chilling magi miyo me konya wun gin be dak biro katede kinwu.
So they will have their own fund now, 15 million per year. That is 75 million in 5 years per parish.
Erne ke be mero pelotela no biro million piara bero ya beach pe magachel.
And we want to stand funds for the religious leaders according to their dioceses.
Mero be chilling mo kana ke mi bolotela dini malupe ke kama gin telo
and Islamic districts.
Bagbeno konje
we, the ordinary Christians and Muslims, we shall continue with the parish.
One Jomokana ni maparti lotela bedini, one Christian nyolotela maye kom Yesu Kristo ki Islam, one be meda nyim ki PDM a rebel me parish.
But the sheikhs, the reverends, the fathers, if they want to engage in wealth creation, we should have their own fund in their respective dioceses for easy management.
Kenjo mokena bagetelo welega kono pari kono reverend kono pastors gi gin bena mer perki yo mo magiromo nyur ke yo ni kara lo nyotero bini ching dano mer gi mini gi gin mo bena.
Then also the cultural leaders.
Ki ben lo tela te kwaro gin bena mer ke riem chan ke kumge wakti jube yon.
They'll give them their fund per kingdom.
Ibe mini ki bachiling maluba ke area magin loyo iteke mamegi.
We shall also start a fund for university graduates who have not got a job for 2 years.
Omer bena chiling o chak bino pilotir mukena maguti ko kwan mano kitigang magario cheranyim mano tipege weku chak te mogin mo ginong bere chiling.
So these are the 3 points. I wanted to talk about 4, but the rain has now intervened. Let me just talk about these 3.
No mera lok jemangwen kolo erge gumarai kwap balogo bebe kike ya de kike ken.
Of the 7, the NRM contribution, Kuch, Donglobo, and Lonyo.
Ekom jeme maenare motiu mapira taktie ye Kuch, Donglobo ki dong lok mekere Lonyo jeba badano. Ere men lok ye.
Therefore, I ask you to vote for the NRM so that we continue this great work.
Umiitini atiri kare man melegu unu bol kwiki NRM. Wektij mabejo ma NRM tika timuno medanyim dokrome beno medanyim.
But maybe I could end with one point.
Amerne gik kilo kachel maperta.
The point is, where does NRM get all this money to do all these things?
Dok matie erani NRM or no chilling egini kwene meti mutin mabejo mapol ma NRM gamenda tika timunani.
Because of the clever policy of the NRM and peace, we have attracted a lot of factories. Show them the factories in different parts of Uganda.
Pitij matek pa NRM gamente bikuj magamente me NRM okelo ene omiyo jo mad kelo lonya Uganda mageluonge ni investor nya getiki factory mapol.
That is a town of factories of Niambare.
Ene omiyo tie kamo kena ma factory ti ye ikine tie kama factory si mapol achiel tie mbale.
You see how many jobs are there in that one factory?
Merkonen weonge teacher di mono tie video magatika nyurne botu ma factories ma dit matimbali ne tika binyone bodano.
Let us see Namamve.
Kada kwene tie kamo kena magelu Namamve. Kama chuma madon, factory madon beneti ye. Mambinyo tij mapol bada bodan Uganda.
That is Namamve. They told me that there are 278 factories in that town now.
Waine Namamve tie factories miario ke piara bero we abor kolo
employing 44,000 people in that area.
Tij magono tij kuno tie dana ali piara ngwen kolo inamambe keken.
Let's see Kapeka if you have it.
Adotika tiel magelwane Kapeka.
That's a town of factories near Kapeka, where Jerusalem was involved.
Ene kam la did malay operation well creation. Uti matek mane ne Kapeka ina kaseke. Yeah.
So when you hear some people going around that NRM has done nothing, you ask them that we saw pictures of huge towns of factories. Were they in Uganda or were they in Sudan, Khartoum?
Nikangat mo biro bore chi wache negamente mena rempote mo gin mo. Chi wache ne waneno video chuma madon. Matie Uganda kany matika nya tich kidan mapola tak. Eno ni mono tie lobo Sudan lobo mene.
If those factories are in Uganda, then you who is speaking you are a lagoba, you are a liar.
Kadong chuma madon magi factory tie Uganda. Chino imetia loki in lagoba. Iloko logoba yedong.
So when you see us doing the road from Guru to Atiak to Ajumani, doing this one, doing that one, it is because of the money we are getting from the developments which have already taken place.
Hey, neno tij madon, me yubu yo. Mukene ma ngolo cheroi juba, mukene aki Atiak teri Ajumani. Eno ni aki kumchiling mukene, madon gamente no kuno aki koritich mo madon kidman.
And I want also to start industrial parks here in the north. There are already some industries in Lira, quite a bit of them. I will take their pictures, but we need more industrial parks.
Kichuma madon kumer mo berkaneno gene amerne amergikel eko maloma Uganda kan. Eliera olo matiti no tie ento botwelo wachuli kan bena amerne omirbetie.
But industries need electricity.
Ento chuma madon kumero tiyuki match madon.
One of the big electricity plants is right here in northern Uganda, Karuma. If they have it, they can show it to you. Karuma.
Kabugu madid mada mo chake matwero konyo. Anati Karuma. Ngat matika lo lokma video ke nyuri we lo konen kita government menarem yo kere Karuma power dam.
If you have it, show it to them. They don't have Karuma, I'll show it another time in another center. So, with this, I appeal to you. With this, I ask the people of Acholi to again vote for the NRM so that we transform your country. Because now we have gone from recovery to development. We are now for qualitative leap for transformation into a modern country.
Ilok egene weng lok mapira tak mamero. Awati wu alego wun lok ma choli ni obol kui ki gamente pa NRM. Pien mamero kwanyo gamente ma Uganda. Wego bet kamo madong rom watila mal mada. Ene tij madong ene keme kwere.
The attack sugar industry will be done if the present people have a problem. The important thing is that sugar can grow there, sugar cane can grow there, and we shall do whatever is necessary to revive that industry to make sure that it is operational.
Atiak sugar obetiu tij madid mada kay neni jo matika tijene peti temo tij mati chien pe wega benerne kino yo mepero.
Is the issue of restocking. Is the issue of restocking these areas, which some people call cattle compensation.
In mapira tek mawia wilie ma tie pe loba choli tie pe teso kachel kelao ene menani ot achel omiero konong diai orige.
The cows here were destroyed by the wars.
Yema no tie ching daro loba choli luen ma bera loba choli ke yago diai ko wen ke ching dana yo mapapat.
By the wars and the cattle rustlers.
When men are yagoden, ching a choli, keep it no yagde, my eye caramojong, ben go yagode or get ching luak.
We are planning to restock, and we have started restocking.
But
some people went to court some years ago, and then it became a legal issue now.
And
that sort of made us forget about restocking.
But
recently, when I started, I said, but is this a solution? So I called the leaders of Teso, Dango, Acholi, and I said, what do we do? And I put out a proposal. I said, suppose we give each household 2 or 3 or 5 cows. We need not be better than all this legal.
Emio tambo lutera. Iwati mono kake mio diai ario adek nyoa beach. Ike na chel. Lord of look man mamaka ke maka ni kotie mirgechol diai kotie mirgechok diai.
And when people consulted you people, you liked my idea, each household getting 5 cows, 2 bulls and 3 female.
Karemalo tela penyo tampa luak, bubino ki report, kungi ye tamma ake bore ni, kena chel ke be miu dia beach. Tuone adek ki diang manual kena dek macho areo. Weng na beach.
On that one, the people of Lango, people of Teso, people of Acholi agreed that that's a very good solution.
Lotela me Acholi, lotela me Lao, lotela me Teso, guye lumugu ni dia beach, pikena chel, gebe miu bot luak.
But the group from Acholi also added that yes, Acholi's case is different from Lango and Teso because the war was there for a long time.
And Lutera me Acholi, go ahead my part, keep a line, keep a Tesoni, Loen Mauti Meko Malome Uganda, Ochaka Kilo Bacholi, Utum Kilo Bacholi, Dagori, Omego, I didn't my park, and Omiraki Medgin.
And that therefore, while restocking for all the households should go on, the one of compensation should also not be forgotten.
Ena meo lotela ma cholo wajoni, karibet ni dia bija biji be meo ke kena chel, ento joman magitiki koko, magi yago diagi karmelwen, chul ki bero miro meta nyim.
So I have written to the government because I'm busy campaigning. I've written to the Prime Minister, call cabinet and discuss this and see how to move it forward. But I'm very glad there is a minimum agreement on the household restocking 555. Then we are studying the other one of the differentiation of Acholi, different from the other areas, which will be studied.
Arman Maeti, Yum Birukui, Echo Waraga, both Prime Minister, Wek Lokne Ene, Keket, Inyim Kachoka Madit, Wek Eker teach, E Acholi Papate, Loboteso, Kelao.
This program will change the area, everybody will have something. This program will change the whole area.
Erenauni kaki poko dia bija biji kena chel o ekela laga o bekelo o lonye ching dano.
You have seen how our young daughters are doing well by buying goats and things like that from the 1 million PDM. How much more will they do with 5 cows per homestead?
Uno nano ki wangu kidma dano mo kenne magi mi ki chilling million achel keken gitika don lok me chilling jepage chidon kaki mi odia bija bij wo padao twer lokke maloy weng.
So we are going to move. I'm very happy about all this.
Yeah, your mother ginerne be kerne teach.
Apoyo.
Your Excellency, you forgot that when we had the meeting in Arua State Lodge, you also told us that you are giving 100 scholarship per year for the students of Acholi sub-region.
Absolutely. But for sciences.
Owachi enu bebere pe jomakwano science keken. Lotino mia chel magachel peloba choli.
Apoyo matek.
Waje poya. Your Excellency, people are asking that the issue of our power. You appointed Judiciary Commission of Inquiry, and we also requested that. We know you have a problem because you have to deal with Ajumani and Amuru. We thought the best to do is to make a district of its own so that you don't have a problem of that.
We shall study that. We don't want to ruin Marach.
La diro wajone lokoma pa kibinero ye kingiro kama be bien empemero lokaluen kindano. Dong walego flag bearers me chergagamo tamberage me chung pipate Amuru kang inge flag bearers wabiberu kijo mo loke ki pate mo kena magudugi pate NRM la dit mako ket gichel ingejo erone luweo wen magiti kan manakanen gubiru kama ko shel kila dilobo pinyuto chwaki ikum la dilobo flag bearers kachela shel kitika gamu tamberage Adiru donkara Christopher tika cherga gamu tambera ne mechung pi won kome a beach pi Amuru district. Amuru oye! Nechakatin tambera erune gina pira tek. Umiropeo porri. Kain pe chwako donkara chwak tambera. Tambera gina pira tek. Ofo irituala adiru donkara. Mario Honorable Achiro Konsi tika gamu tamberne mechung mechere odmokochik pimon me Amuru Achiro magino madi Afo iritual Achiro no Achiro oye Amuru oye Afo iritual Kene la coñ Michael Pikilak South nen la coñ kira gwe kira tiene jal nyok jalo yero ko mo o foir to la coñ man en kita watimu kere jemi NRM o foyo bini NRM o foyo mako tambera pa NRM tambera erni umiropeo unwe ko porri o foir to kadong ma gikene Honorable Anthony Akol Pikilak North Enyon mutaka para dir tucho inga edit. Akoloye. Kilak no foye. Ofoyo tufal ofoyo la didong mako shel ke ludirne. Kadong wakero jomo loke. Nge jomo loke ke patu mukene walego luwe guyope me mako shel ke la dir lobo. Luwe ke perter yupe o mot anen wo gere beti kin luwe we bo gere werne B C D E F G pa wi para ke lo ke kwan pireja gara o foi de toile o foi lo di romeno mo flag erone la dir la coñ ki uno wen ena gina pite kangar mano tiki da ki un gen go nendong ni tambera ena gina pite la dir lobo tika mako chel ki luwe dong nyingi dua ta izi deliro boss mego team dong Romeo anga ki dua ta dong una fruti we no chak yuko loka wewo o foi ritual engeluwe la dit bijolo jo matiga loka ki parti mukene magetiga dugu NRM converts. Please go and assemble the converts. Warrior yoto woto chalo kada chap
Aneno la dit la nam ke jae hotel wigio. La nam ke jae ono tetuano gele mo pat magalone nu. Do no ni bere nu donkara tika weke tika tiyo yor. Weke tuko kama binjale kimo dekti yego. NRM oye. Unong ki join t-shirt pa NRM. Ofoe wunu dugo odogu chingu majolo jomu dugo bora wulo NRM. Ikiliza ka dano donyo ka man ki jolo gi. Dono donyo NRM.